What is up everyone, this is Jin Hao. In this video, I want to talk about something that I get asked a lot during these recent months, and that is my personal thoughts and opinion on Bitcoin as well as cryptocurrency as a whole. Last year, Bitcoin was the most performing asset, raising from as low as below $5,000 per Bitcoin on around March 2020, all the way up to the high of $28,000 per Bitcoin. At the point of recording this video, Bitcoin is now trading at around $55,000 per Bitcoin. And up to date, cryptocurrency is still the most performing asset class in 2021. Having said that, it is also the most controversial asset class. On top of that, yesterday, which is 18th of April, we have seen the prices of cryptocurrencies falling down quite a bit. Well, this kind of volatility to me is very normal in the cryptocurrency market. But anyway, this makes more people asking whether or not Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are good investments or the bull run is about to end. So in this video, let me share about my thoughts on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But before we proceed further, let me just clarify that I'm not a licensed financial advisor and I'm not licensed to give you any financial advice. And also, your financial advisor probably wouldn't want you to watch this video. Alright, initially I do not really feel like talking about topics about cryptocurrencies because this topic is very sensitive and touchy to a certain extent. It is just like talking about religion. You always have a group of people who will never believe in it no matter how hard you try to convince them, and convincing them makes them feel like you're trying to con them. On the other hand, you will always have another group of people who have utter faith in it. When you tell them cryptocurrency is a scam, they will think that your existence is a scam instead. But come and think of it, the purpose of this channel is to talk about anything about making money in my journey. So why not? Let's talk about it. Now, let me be honest with you. I'm not an early believer of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and blockchain things. I just couldn't understand and comprehend all these things, and that's why I did not invest my money into cryptocurrencies during the early days. However, being a trend follower, I believe in trends. In late 2017, where Bitcoin rallied from 3-digit all the way up to almost $20,000, I traded Bitcoin, not because I believe in Bitcoin, but I believe in trend. It was an uptrend that we just couldn't ignore. However, the way I ride the trend was trading cryptocurrencies CFD. My goal was just to make the price difference and nothing else. So in 2018, the price of Bitcoin fell from the high to below $3,000 per Bitcoin. And guess what? As a trend follower, we believe that a trend will have higher chance to continue rather than reverse. So I went short in Bitcoin with the CFD provider, and I did make some money in 2017 going long and in 2018 going short. I just did not believe into those things that the crypto supporters believe in. Personally, I try not to buy into big wild ideas or conspiracy theory because of my past experience with precious metals. Speaking of this, let me talk a little bit about the past experience that sort of deter me from believing any wild big idea that is related to the financial system. In the beginning of my journey, I did not straight away expose to mainstream financial asset classes like stocks. When I was just getting started, I read someone's book and his content is very beginner friendly and very easy to be understood. I must admit, he's good in making complicated facts, ideas, or concepts into something that can be easily comprehended by almost everyone. I read a lot of his books, and there was one thing that he has been talking quite frequently, which is the devaluation of paper currency, which is our fiat money, due to current monetary system, which consists of massive printing of fiat money and the fractional reserve banking system, as well as all sorts of ugly and inconvenient truth about the modern monetary system. With the point that fiat money will be worthless one day due to the massive devaluation, we still need something as a store of value. He painted a picture that one day gold and silver will become a store of value and a medium of exchange again, just like back in the days whereby we are still in the gold standard. So during that time, I bought this idea and I further studied into gold and silver investments, particularly physical gold and silver investment, as those gold bugs, believe that gold and silver ETFs or futures are not the true store of value or insurance for the fiat money if one day the dollar were to collapse, as countries like Russia and China have been buying up gold as a protection if the currency war were to happen. I'm not going to explain way too details on this, or else it will be a boring 2 hours video alone. So long story cut short, I was one of the gold bugs and I invested in physical gold and silver heavily. And after holding them for a few years, I started to feel that I was not heading to the right direction financial-wise. My investments were all in physical gold and silver bars and coins. This created a list of problems. It is hard to store those physical gold and silver without spending more on SafeBox and other services. And this investment is not liquid at all. So, as a young guy, my capital was very small and I need something that is liquid and can really grow my capital. This investment is not really liquid, although there are ways to sell them off when I need the money. And yup, it is very tough to make money from physical precious metal, as we were paying a premium when we buy those gold bars and silver bars and coins. But when we are selling them, we can only sell them at the spot rate. Not to mention that after 2 years I invested in this physical gold and silver, the prices of gold and silver went downtrend. So after that, I realized the reason why I was obsessed in this investment is because someone sold me a big idea and things like conspiracy theory, and I bought into it. After this incident, I never buy into any big ideas so easily, and that's why during the early days of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, I never buy into the ideas that many people are preaching. If we study some fundamentals of Bitcoin, one of the key ideas is also to replace the fiat money that is devaluing every single day due to massive printing of money and the fractional reserve banking system. In this regard, the idea is very similar to the idea of gold and silver replacing the fiat money one day. And that's why in the early days of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, I never buy into the idea. I was really cautious about it, and to be honest, I was skeptical about it. However, over the years, I started to see some practicality of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Let me just clarify one thing. At this point of time, I don't quite believe that one day we would go back to the gold standard and justify the logic why I should keep some physical gold and silver. However, I still think that our current monetary system and the fiat money are not sustainable over the super long run. One of the major reasons that makes me started to look into cryptocurrency is because I started to see some practical usage of cryptocurrencies. Right now, we can transact by sending and receiving Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. Unlike the gold and silver, I think there is literally no one transacting with gold or silver, maybe except Russia bought oil with gold. Unveiled in the late 2008 and created in 2009, the Bitcoin was meant to revolutionize the monetary system. When it is just being introduced to the market, many people thought it is a scam or something that is not going to be legitimate, including myself. However, down the road, more and more cryptocurrencies are being adopted and even legalized by governments around the world. The recent listing of Coinbase is also a step forward for the world of cryptocurrencies. It is like telling the world that cryptocurrencies is here to stay in the market, and on top of that, it is going to be part of the market drivers in the near future. There are many resources suggest that cryptocurrencies will one day replace the fiat money, which I'm not sure if I want to believe entirely, but in my opinion, it would definitely replace part of the fiat assets in the world, as we have already seen the progress. However, it doesn't mean that the implementation of cryptocurrency is all good. For instance, it faces criticism for quite a number of reasons, such as the use of cryptocurrencies for illegal activities and money laundering. On top of that, cryptocurrencies are also very volatile as compared to our fiat money. This is the reason why cryptocurrency is considered as a risky investment. And in fact, yesterday, we just experienced some double-digit pullbacks in percentage for majority of the cryptocurrencies out there. And in the crypto market, this kind of volatility is normal, okay, from what I have understood and experienced. Let me share with you what I personally think about cryptocurrency. If you treat gold and silver as commodities that are stores of value, then the cryptocurrencies are digital commodities and currencies that are stores of value as well. There are two major differences between commodities and cryptocurrencies that I must point out. First, commodities are tangible while cryptocurrencies are in digital formats. Now, both have their own pros and cons. None of them are perfect. For example, physical commodities are very tough to be stored safely, while cryptocurrencies is exposed to the risk of being hacked. The second major difference between the two would be the ease of using them as a medium of exchange. It is possible for us to buy goods and services with commodities like gold and silver, but it is extremely tedious and hard to keep track or standardize. On the other hand, many cryptocurrencies are utilizing decentralized networks based on blockchain technology. So this makes it a better medium of exchange in general. This is also the reason why transacting with cryptocurrencies is becoming more and more popular among the mass. Right now, there are more than 5,000 cryptocurrencies in the world. And for me, it is just like the stock market. There are great coins or cryptocurrencies that are very suitable for investment. And there are also coins and cryptocurrencies that are like penny stocks in the stock market, super speculative, just like the recent insanity of Dogecoin. Viewing from this angle itself, it means that just like the stock market, the cryptocurrency market is feeding different types of people as well. There are long-term investors who believe in the specific coins or cryptocurrencies or blockchain in general, and all they will do are perhaps buying and accumulate for long-term, staking, mining, and hodling. There is also another type of people who love the speculation in the cryptocurrency market. And also not forgetting that there will also be a bunch of scammers who will come out and scam the greedy newbies in the market. Regardless whether you want to be an investor or a trader, my suggestion to you is to understand the reasons why you are doing what you are doing and get yourself educated in this field so that you wouldn't be a victim of those scammers. From a trend follower or position trader's standpoint, trading cryptocurrencies, to me, it is just like trading Forex. The way they behave is pretty much similar. Without leveraging, the return is lower than what we could generally get in the stock market unless we speculate. And again, I'm not a guy who enjoy and interested in those short-term speculation. So therefore, back then, when I traded Bitcoin with CFD providers instead of holding them in a wallet, I don't really quite enjoy the process. So if you were to ask me whether or not I'm interested in trading cryptocurrencies, personally, at this point of time, I'm not interested in it. But that doesn't mean that trading cryptocurrencies is not profitable. It is just something that I don't personally prefer as I have been trading stocks and futures for so long. The fact that we have seen increasing global acceptance and usage of cryptocurrencies in our daily life is telling me that it makes sense to hold some cryptocurrency and diversify my portfolio. At the point of speaking, I have only about 1% of my total investments in cryptocurrencies, and I'm holding mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum. For sure, this is going to change in the near future, and I do have my own plans when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Maybe I'll discuss that in another video if you guys are interested in it. And if you're interested in it, remember to smash the like button. And definitely, the journey of cryptocurrency is not going to be a sprint. So do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you like to watch more content just like this one. And with that being said, that is all for this video. I hope that you enjoy this video, and I will see you soon in the next video.